Hello, welcome to Python series. In this video, we'll learn about exception handling in Python. So basically, the question we will be having is what is exceptions? So exceptions are basically the errors which we found in runtime when the program is executing and we got some issue. That is our exception. Or these exceptions can disrupt our normal flow of the program, or it may give a different message to the user. So we'll see those things. So here this is the syntax to handle the exception. So suppose I'll write here my file equal to, suppose I want to read my file. Here my file is demo file.txt. I'm trying to read this file. It is present and it is reading. Suppose this file is not present. I'll change my file name and run this. This file is not present. So in this case, the user will get this message or it won't look good. So instead of showing this error message to the user, we can have we can give an interactive message to the user, so that person will understand what is going on, or what maybe sometimes the user may give a wrong input. So those things we'll see. So let's see how we'll do is in here. So here I have written try will be the we can write whatever the like wherever we find there might be an issue. So here I'll write my file equal to, I'm open my file demo file.txt. Okay, so and then I'll write exception, and I'll give a message print file not found. Okay, and then this else part will work when everything is fine. So here I'm giving read file successful. Okay, so now if I run this file, it is giving me read file successful. Okay, so what happened if like suppose I had this file and I had deleted my file. So what it will give me? It will give me error like this. It will give me a meaningful message. File not fine. So I'll understand, okay, this file is not present. I need to give a different file, or I need to check the file is present or not. Okay. So suppose so suppose here I have given this file is present, correct? What if I'll give a I'll try to, okay, before going forward, I'll tell you we have a common exceptions in Python. Suppose a zero division error. So if I'll try to divide a number with a denominator 0, that is a zero division error. Or name error. Suppose I'm trying to use a variable which is not declared, that is name error, input output error, or end of file error. So these are the exceptions which we commonly get in our code. So we need to handle it. So suppose here I have written a code and I'm trying to access a variable. See, this data I have not declared and I'm trying to access that variable. Still it is giving me file not found error. Okay. So how I can handle this? Like the user will, if this exception, user will think like that file is not present, or it will check that file is present, but why still it is they're getting that error or exception. Okay, so to handle this situation, what I can do is, here I have used, this is the main class of the exception. Okay, so two method is there. First is I can write here like file not found error. Okay, and then I can declare here exception print name variable is not defined. So if I'll run this, see, in this case it is giving me the message. Okay, but one thing also used to remember like this. See, I have declared this exception here in second way. What if I'll declare this exception at first place? Okay, and I have given my wrong file. Then it is giving me error. Variable is not defined. So here, while writing or handling the exception in this way, we need to remember like what we have to write first. So in this case, always we need to write our main exception first, but there we need to take care of about the sequences. Okay, this is one way. Second way, how I can do is I can call it like exception as E and print that exception. If I'll run this, it is showing no such file or directory exists. Okay, or if that file is there, it will show me name data is not defined. I can do this way also. And what is the third way is, third way I can define like this. Inside the, I can pass my exception, file not found error, comma, name error. So if I'll run this, name data is not defined and no such file or directory exists. Okay, so that's how we can handle the exceptions in Python. Okay, so these are the exceptions, or these are the that's how these are the exceptions which are predefined in Python. Okay, so suppose if I want to raise my own exceptions, suppose I'm working on some transaction parts, or I'm working on some transaction project, and there I need to maintain my balance as a 30 amount should be, minimum amount should be 30 rupees there. So what if their amount will go down, like it went down? Okay, so I can, suppose I can write, I can create my exception if this amount, or I'll create this amount. If amount is less than 30, I'll raise an exception. Amount is low. Okay, so here what I'll do, exception and raise amount. I can say as E and T. So what will happen? Okay, as we know Python is, oh no, it is low. So this is how I have raised my exception. Okay, so this is how we handle the exception. There is one most important part is, here we have is final block. So what is this block is, it will always execute. Doesn't matter if our code did fails or we have got some issues. This finally block will always it will always run. So what is the requirement of this finally block is, sometimes we work with a certain functions, or sometimes we need to release some resources. So at that time this final block is required. Okay, so let's see, this final block will always execute. Let's see. Okay, so this is about exception handling in Python. Thank you very much.